Thanks for joining the session, team. Kindly confirm, am I audible? Thanks for joining the session, team. Kindly confirm, am I audible? If yes, please drop yes in the chat box. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Thank you. Thank you so much for the confirmation. All right. So let me go for a quick introduction. My name is Varun, and I hold 10 plus years of IT experience. And I work for various domains, especially for Windows Server, as well as Linux Server, as well as Cisco networks, and also few clouds. So in the past 10 plus years of experience, I hold 6 plus years of teaching experience into corporate training as well as into other trainings. Okay, so this is about my profile, and I'd like to go ahead and talk to few people. Talk to few people. If anyone wants to speak to me, you can raise your hand so that I can allow you to speak. So if anyone would like to speak to me, or if you want to introduce yourself, then I'd like to allow you to speak. You can raise your hand. There is an option for you in your Zoom so that you can raise your hand so that I can provide you permission. Okay. So anyone would like to introduce yourself? Am I properly audible or is there any disturbance in between? If there is no disturbance, please mention here that everything is clear. Is it clear? Just mention clear. Thank you so much, Vinod. Okay. Thank you so much, Srikanth. Thank you so much, Vijay. Thank you so much, Sagar. Okay. So would you like to speak? Any one of you, would you like to introduce yourself? And I just want to know something like, so your name, your qualification, your age of experience, and why you want to learn this PowerShell course. Some basic few questions. So anyone, if you would like to speak, I'd like to provide you access. Okay. All right. So Vijay Babu, you can unmute yourself and speak. Vijay Babu, you can speak. I guess there's a problem in your mic. I'm unable to hear you. Okay, so Vijay, I request you to please check your mic once. Make sure to select it as, if you're on mobile phone, select it as mobile or Wi-Fi network. And if you're on computer, make sure to select as headset. Yes, I'm able to hear some sounds from you, Vijay Babu. You can speak now.
Yeah, is it audible now?
Yeah, absolutely. You're audible.
Yeah, okay, okay. A small issue in my PC mic.
Okay, no
Uh,
worries.
okay, my name is Sujay Babu, and I have nearly my educational qualification is I completed engineering in electronics and communication. Nearly a 8 years experience in support role, like technical support, desktop support, and network support, like that. In service desk, those kind of areas I have experienced. Currently, I was working as a SCCM support,
Okay.
and also why I am plan to study this PowerShell means recently I was using some scripts, and also I created some scripts by using the ChatGPT and by using the Google it, but I don't know exact thing what I was trying to do, what I was getting by using that. I have idea by using the Google. I just copy and paste those things into my uh, notepad, and then I run it. I don't know. I don't have that much of knowledge what is the exact thing is inside going on, like that I don't know. So that only I plan to study it on that time correctly. From this logic club, they conducted on this thing, so I joined it.
Ah, okay, okay. I understood your point. So you would like to learn about the scripting point in a proper way so that you can perform
Yeah,
some things in your environment, right?
yeah, yes, yes.
Okay, super. Thank you so much, Vijay Babu.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Right. Okay. Yes, Ravi, you can speak, Ravi. Hello, Ravi. If you want to speak, you can unmute yourself and you can speak here. Okay, I cannot speak to each and everyone because so as there are many participants, we cannot go ahead and speak to each and everyone.
Hi, Varun.
Hello, Ravi.
Hi. Good evening.
Very good evening.
Yeah, I want to learn this PowerShell and shell scripting, something like that, because we need to do our day-to-day job. We need this automation, right? That's what I
Yes.
want to learn this PowerShell.
Okay, so may I know your experience?
Yeah, I have the 5 years of experience. Now I'm working as a DevOps consultant.
Okay, okay, okay. Nice, nice. So, okay, hopefully this PowerShell training will definitely help you to automate your scripts.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Ravi.
Okay, okay. Thank
All
you.
right. And I'd like to give the permission or access to one last person. All right. So I'd like to give it to Baswaraj. You can speak to me, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. Am I audible to everyone?
Yes, you're absolutely audible to me, so it's fine for everyone as well.
Yeah, Varun, actually, I have joined this class. Actually, I know cell scripting little bit, and whatever I know the cell scripting, that the same thing I wanted to perform in a Windows Cell 2. Okay,
Okay, okay,
and that is the reason I have joined this. And I have one question that is about fee of this session. Will it be free or something you are charging?
okay. I would let you know in a very short time. Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
let me complete for you as well as so that I can provide you. Okay. So you are into Linux shell scripting, so you also want to excel something on Windows environment. Am I correct?
Exactly, right.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you and all the best, Baswaj. So,
Thank you.
okay,
Thank you so much, Varun.
all right. So let's quickly jump onto the session here. Okay, so this session is our PowerShell training session. And in this session, this is our PowerShell training session. And in this session, we are going to learn about Windows PowerShell 5.1. Windows PowerShell 5.1. Okay, so 5.1 is a version of PowerShell. And this training has some things which you have to understand. That is, in this training will go on for 15 days, and which is sorry, which is costing you 2,950 including GST, and the session will start at 6 p.m. IST every day. Okay, so in this particular thing, the first two sessions will be free. That is today's and tomorrow's session will be free, and the third session, and from the third session, the meeting link will be shared only to the registered participants. That is only to the paid candidates. Okay, so there are some things which you have to know here. Okay, so is my voice low to anyone, or is it okay for everyone? I'm so sorry to interrupt everyone. Is my voice okay, or is it low for each and everyone? It's okay. Okay, fine for you. Okay, so I received a text from one of the person. So please, Chandra, right? So I request you to please check your audio settings so that you'll also hear my voice properly. If still it is not working, please let me know so that I can help you out if you have the options. Okay, now, okay, so I just want to be very quick. So the first two sessions will be free, and from the third session, meeting link will be shared only to the registered participants. Okay, and especially no bad shifting. And if you want to understand or if you want to get our updates, so please connect or please join this WhatsApp group. I'm sharing this link to you in the Zoom chat box.
please click on this and join our WhatsApp groups to get all the updates regarding this PowerShell batch, as well as the upcoming batches in Logic Lab Technologies. Okay. And if you have any queries, or any issues about the particular session, or if you have doubts on practicals and all those things, you can anytime drop a mail to support@logiclabstech.com, and on working hours, you can call us on these particular numbers. Okay, right. The next and final last thing, that is, if you are in touch or if you like our sessions, then please do follow us on the social media channels. These all are our social media channels. I request you to please follow us so that you can get updates on the latest technologies, as well as the sessions, as well as the new sessions, new classes to be started, as well as any placement-based updates. So all these things will be posted onto our social media channels. I request you to please connect to our social media channels so that you will not miss any of the options, any of the updates especially. Okay, so I guess this is clear, and now we'll quickly jump on to today's topic, that is Windows PowerShell. Windows PowerShell. So what is Windows PowerShell? Let us really clearly understand what is Windows PowerShell. Okay, right. So most of you might have experienced Windows operating system since the last decade, or more than last decade, more than 2 decades. So we are pretty much familiar with operating system, which is in GUI, that is graphical user interface. Graphical user interface, where we use mouse, where we use keyboard, where we can navigate using the particular mouse, start menu options, and graphical display options, double click on the folders, right click on the folders, plenty of options. But if you're entering into professional environment that is handling higher level devices, at that particular point of time, you have to perform some group tasks. Okay, so which are not done by using mouse. Okay, by using mouse, you can just double click on a file, or you can open a file, or you can delete a file, you can cut, copy, paste a file. But yes, if you want to make that file to run particularly, run in automation way, run multiple times, run with a specific option, which it is not possible with GUI. At that particular time, PowerShell script comes into act if it is Windows environment. Okay, and if it is Linux, then it is going to be shell script. Shell script. Okay, if it is in Windows, we call it as PowerShell, and if it is in Linux, we call it as shell script. Okay, so Windows and Linux both are different operating systems. But yes, the definition of operating system is same. Okay, so what is operating system? If someone asks you what is OS, okay, it is an interface between user and hardware. Operating system is an interface between user and hardware. Okay, hope everyone understood this. OS is an interface between user and hardware. Okay, all right. So Windows is an operating system, Linux is an operating system. Both are designed from different platforms. Windows belongs to Microsoft and Linux belongs to open source. Okay, so in Windows we have shell script. Sorry, in Linux we have shell scripting, and in Windows we have PowerShell. Okay, even inside the PowerShell, we are going to experience about scripting. So what is scripting? Scripting is a readable language where we are instructing our computer to perform some particular tasks. Okay, scripting is a readable language where we are instructing our computer to perform particular task. Something like, if I want to create a new folder, so what I will do when I have mouse in my hand on a Windows PC, if I want to create a new folder on a computer, what I can do using a mouse. Now it is very simple. Using a mouse, I can create a new folder very easily. That is Wherever I want to create a folder, I'll go to that particular location. And in that location, I'll just simply use mouse and give a right click. I'll find an option called new and I can create a new folder. Just in case, if I want to perform the same thing on command line interface, then how do I perform? Okay, now let's take another example. If I want to run some particular things, that is, if I want to run some particular things, that is, creating a user along with the password, along with other authentication security methods, and along with account enabling and disability options. So if I want to run multiple tasks at the same time and for multiple users repetitively, that thing is not possible by manual performance. If I'm performing it manually, then it is not possible. So what I have to do? So I can create a script where it can run at the back end so that it will make sure to other devices that it has to work in this particular way. Okay. All right. So this is our major thing. The script will run, and after running the script at the back end, there will be some processes running. Got the point? Okay. So if you're doing it manually, you have to enable each and every particular option, and you have to make sure to check whether each and every service is working fine or not. But if you're writing script, you can make these tasks at a time possible. Okay, you can make these tasks possible at a time. So this is our speciality of scripting. Speciality of scripting. Now let us also understand about what is this PowerShell. Okay, basically what is a shell? Okay, so I have written some notes for you. That is, a shell is a user interface that gives you access to the operating system. Okay, a shell is an interface is a user interface that gives you access to the operating system. Okay, now then the question starts for you. That is, what can I use PowerShell for? A good question. That is, what can I use this PowerShell for? Okay, so I got a question from one of the person, I guess. Okay, I'm so sorry. Sorry for the small disturbance. The question here is, what can I use PowerShell for? The very good, very quick answer, that is, PowerShell allows you to write scripts and use commands to automate repetitive tasks. To automate repetitive tasks. Now you might ask me, what are these repetitive tasks? So what can be repetitive tasks in my machine? Okay, let me say something like whenever you're opening a folder, whenever you're opening a drive, C drive, D drive, E drive, and folders inside the drive, there should be some particular software which should monitor what is happening inside your drive. So at that particular time, the backend operation can be run using this particular script, can be run using this particular script. And for your understanding, let me say even more things, even more very good things. Something like if you're logging into your email account, so it will maintain some logs. It will maintain some logs. That is, that is, you have logged in at so and so time, and you have logged out at so and so time. Okay. In the same way, on the same machine, if multiple people are logging in and as well as logging out. So if you want to capture the data, so that data cannot be easily captured graphically. But if you run a script of PowerShell, then obviously that data will be available in front of you. And you can easily understand about what all the tasks performed on this particular machine, the repetitive tasks performed on this particular machine. Okay. All right. So this is the biggest point. And next comes so PowerShell. PowerShell is actually a powerful command line shell and scripting language primarily designed for system administration tasks in the Windows environment. So this is a statement you have to remember. PowerShell is a powerful command line shell as well as a scripting language primarily designed for system administration tasks in the Windows environment. Okay, so now, so what we have to understand here is, so sorry here, team. Okay, so PowerShell is a powerful command line shell and scripting language primarily designed for system administration tasks in the Windows environment. Okay, so now what all the key benefits of PowerShell? So let me write some of the key benefits of PowerShell. The very first one is automation. The very first one is automation. So PowerShell allows for the automation of repetitive tasks by making it easier to manage and administer Windows systems. We all know that on Windows machine, there are most of the background tasks running. So we all know that there are some background tasks running each and every day. Okay, so each and every day there are, sorry, on every second there are some tasks running at the back end of Windows every day. So these tasks are not noted by the user always. These tasks are not noted by user always. So what you can do at this particular point of time, and just in case if you want to view what you'll do, so how are you going to handle it? Okay. So if you're not a system administrator, or if you are, what we say, if you're just understanding something like to make sure to run some background process properly, you are going to handle your operating system. Just to make sure to run background processes properly, you're going to run your operating system. But if you want to make sure to see what all the processes going on and make to perform some bulk operations and make to perform some repetitive operations, then you're going to use this particular concept called as PowerShell scripting. Okay, right. There is a question from one of the participants. Sorry, there is a question from one of the participants who is asking about deleting the temporary files. So who is asking about deleting all temporary files automatically every day. All delete files automatically every day. Okay, yes, there is an option here, but you have to run the PowerShell script where you have to know each and everything. This is not a small thing here. So I again repeat, this is not at all a small thing. Here you have to understand that to perform some certain task like what you have asked, you should understand about what are the PowerShell contents. So I'd like to say very clearly what all the PowerShell contents we have to understand. Okay, so without knowing about what is variable, without knowing about what is loop, without knowing about what is array, we cannot go ahead and perform this huge command. Okay, so I'll definitely, the one who asked this question, I'll definitely help you out to get your command on your own to come to perform this action. Okay, right. Now let's jump on to the next thing. That is after automation. After automation, let me say again automation. PowerShell allows for the automation of repetitive tasks, making it easy to manage and administer Windows systems. Next things, tasks that would typically require manual intervention can be automated through scripts by saving time and reducing errors. By saving time and reducing errors. Okay. All right. Next, what is the benefit of PowerShell? That is flexibility. PowerShell offers a wide range of functionalities and can interact with various system components. And that too, it is including the special file system, registry, services, processes, and more. All this, all these examples I have taken are the things which will
have to be followed as per the given operating system. If you're trying to make change to this working process, then obviously they're not going to work, and on Windows machines, they're going to get corrupted. Okay. So here we have to make sure flexibility of PowerShell, where all the functionalities supports on the various computer components, as well as it can also be performed on Active Directory. Active Directory. So as of now, please remember this word called as Active Directory. Active Directory, because in the upcoming sessions we'll be performing on Active Directory. Okay. All right. So the next one, after flexibility, what is the third priority we have? The priority we have, or the benefit we have, is called as integration. Integration. So as this particular PowerShell belongs to Microsoft, it is integrated seamlessly with other Microsoft products and technologies. Okay, on my laptop, without doing anything, I can open some of the seamless applications. Seamless applications. All right, so that is easily possible. But yes, if you are doing more and more executive, then you're going to perform something called as WIMI, which is Windows Management Instrumentation. He said that there are some, so sorry, PowerShell integrates seamlessly with other Microsoft products and technologies such as .NET Framework and WMI, as well as COM objects and REST APIs. Okay, so this integration allows administrators to manage and manipulate a diverse range of resources using a unified scripting environment. Very simple thing. If you want to add something to your PowerShell, if you want to add, oh, 1 second, team. So sorry. Sorry for that small break, team. So sorry. I'd like to again restart from integration part. Integration. So this PowerShell is again inbuilt with Microsoft technology, so that we can integrate with Microsoft inbuilt technologies. That is something like .NET Framework and Windows Management Instrumentation. We are calling it as WMI, as well as some of the COM objects. COM objects are from networking part. So we're going to connect with COM objects, as well as inbuild some of the APIs, some of the open source APIs that Windows support. Okay, so this integration allows administrators to manage and manipulate a diverse range of resources using a unified scripting environment. Okay, and now what is the scripting environment and what is the language used by PowerShell, which is called a scripting language? So PowerShell is actually a full-fledged scripting language with features like, you have to listen this point, please. So PowerShell is a full-fledged scripting language with features like variables, loops, conditionals, functions, error handling, and more. Okay, so this makes it well suited for creating complex scripts and automation workflows tailored to specific organizational needs. Okay, so I'm just reading the thing, but I'll make you understand. Okay, using this PowerShell, we can perform multiple tasks at the same time. Let's say a basic thing. If you want to create users, if you want to create users, just assume if you're in an organization and if you're on a Windows server environment. Let's say there is a recruitment happening. And in this recruitment process, there are 20 members who got selected. And you have to create user accounts for these 20 new employees. How are you going to create them?
Are you going to create one after the other? Basically, if you don't have this PowerShell, or if you don't have any sort of scripting language, then you will create it one after the other, which is going to take a lots of time for you. So at this particular point of time, if you're using this particular scripting language, then obviously you're going to create all the set of users at the same time. All the set of users at the same time. Yes, using the script, we're going to create multiple users at the same time. Not just this multiple users, we can also perform some multiple tasks. Okay, so that's why they are mentioning it as specific organizational needs can be performed by creating complex scripts as well as automation workflows. Okay, and the next comes remote management. Remote management. So PowerShell enables remote management of Windows-based systems through protocols like Windows Server Management and remoting capabilities built into the language. Okay, and administrators can execute commands and scripts on remote machines, simplifying tasks like configuring management and troubleshooting. So it is very simple thing. Using PowerShell, you can handle the other machines on the network, as well as you can check what is happening in their machine, what is wrong in their machine, and you can also troubleshoot their machine. You can also troubleshoot their machine. Okay. Next comes the security part. Next comes the security part, right? So PowerShell includes features which can enhance the security, such as script signing, execution policies, language mode, and just enough administration, JEA. Okay, so all these things are the features of PowerShell. Okay, so what they do, these features help mitigate security risks associated with running scripts as well as executing commands in the enterprise environment. Okay, so when you're writing some commands, we don't know what all the commands. So let me introduce to the very first command, but not on the PowerShell. But not on the PowerShell. I would like to show you something called as command prompt. Okay, so that would be our today's task here. Of course, I mentioned understanding differences between CMD and PowerShell. Okay. So I'm going to my search option in Windows search option. If I type something for command prompt, so I can see this command prompt. Just click on this command prompt, open it. Okay, open it. And if you want to type a command here, basically we don't know what all the commands we have. So what I am doing, I'm just providing question mark and typing. There's no option. So I'm typing help. Okay, when I give help, there are some set of commands which are visible here on my command prompt. So I just gave help and entered. I can see some set of the commands here. So among these commands, if I want to see something like what is my IP address, there is no IP address here. Okay. So if I want to see my IP address, then I'm going to help you with a command called as GHI. So I can write a command called as IP config. Enter, and it is going to show me the IP addresses. I have given a command called as ipconfig, and it is going to show me the IP addresses. So this is my VMware, and now this is my Wi-Fi adapter. So this is my actual IP address because I am connected to a Wi-Fi zone. My laptop is especially connected to a Wi-Fi zone. Okay. Hope this is clear. So this is what is the command we perform, this command prompt. Now, if I want to introduce the same PowerShell command to you. So PowerShell is by default integrated on every Windows machine. So I'm just opening PowerShell by searching its name on the Windows search bar. Now this is my PowerShell screen. So the biggest difference is command prompt looks completely black, but yes, PowerShell looks blue in color. If I type the same command here, ipconfig, enter, and I can see the same command executing here. The command which is very similar to the previous command, the command which is same as the previous command will be executed here. All right. So this is how we're going to use the PowerShell. Of course. Now you might ask me a doubt, that is, when we have command prompt, why we are using PowerShell? When we have command prompt, then we are performing the same command on either of these particular server, either of these particular resources. Something like ipconfig can be performed on command prompt as well as on PowerShell. Then what is the use of PowerShell? Okay, very simple thing. On command prompt, we cannot perform any sort of command prompt, we cannot perform any sort of scripts. But on PowerShell, we can make sure to perform scripts. We can make sure to perform scripts. Okay, I received a small comment from one of the person, that is, my voice is getting flickered, and is it the same for everyone or only for one person? So am I audible to everyone? Please kindly let me know. Am I audible? Okay, now okay. Thank you so much, Jitin Paul. All right. So I'm just minimizing my PowerShell option here. Minimizing my PowerShell option here. Now let's understand about more things on this PowerShell. So just now we understood about the security here. And now let's see on this particular security of PowerShell. We understood something like there is something called as advanced feature or inbuilt feature, something like enhanced security, script signing, execution policies, constraint language mode, and JEA, just enough administration. Okay, so this provides huge security to PowerShell. Okay, and next comes extensibility of PowerShell. Okay, so let's see the word PowerShell. So Microsoft has given something like PowerShell is highly extensible, allowing users to create custom commandlets. So commandlets, sorry, CMDlets. CMDlets are nothing but command line utilities. So the shortest form is called as commandlets. Okay, so custom commandlets, custom modules, and custom scripts to extend its functionality. You have to understand here what is the extensibility. Here they're telling to do everything in custom way. Custom way means according to the requirement of the user, we can handle the things. That is, if I want to create 10 users or if I want to perform some different actions or different operations on the machine, then I can use my own custom commandlets. So my own custom command line utility. So that is what is extensibility available with PowerShell. Okay. Apart from this, we got a vast ecosystem of third-party modules and scripts available through platforms like PowerShell Gallery, as well as PowerShell Showcase, further enhancing its capabilities. Okay. Not just this one, PowerShell has a capability of cross-platform support. Okay, so while historically PowerShell was primarily associated with Windows environments, administrators use to administrators to use a familiar toolset across different operating systems. That is, this PowerShell is basically supporting multi-operating systems. Multi-operating systems, which is nothing but cross-platform support. Cross-platform support. Okay, right. Now let's come. What does it mean? What does it mean? If anyone familiar with Linux commands, you can perform the same commands on PowerShell as well. So most of the time, the basic commands are the same on any CLI. It might be PowerShell CLI, it might be command line CLI, or it might be Linux CLI. It is the same on every CLI. It is the same on every CLI. Overall, PowerShell's versatility, automation capabilities, and deep integration with Windows ecosystem makes it an indispensable tool for system administrators, okay, and IT professionals and developers working in Windows environments. And especially I can say something like this is also useful for those who are into scripting, something like DevOps scripting. If someone is in DevOps scripting, they can also use this PowerShell script. So always it is not the same with Linux. Sometimes some companies or some organizations say that they want the works done to be from the PowerShell. So at this point of time, PowerShell is going to be a very good platform. Okay, right. I have shown you something about this particular PowerShell. So basically, this is PowerShell. Along with this PowerShell, we have something called as PowerShell ISC. So I'm just opening this PowerShell ISC and just to have an intimation for you, or just to make you understand that what all the softwares we have. So one is PowerShell and the second one is PowerShell ISC. Okay. So what is the command we want to type? That is IP config. Okay. And I'm just trying to play it. So you can see the same command here, it is working. It is working. So PowerShell ISC is a very good option. That is very good option where we can perform multiple tasks at the same time, which is nothing but automated automation, or we can also call it as repetitive tasks. Okay, right. So this is our PowerShell IC and this is our PowerShell. Okay, now let's jump onto another topic. So now let's quickly understand about something more. Now I tell you about commandlets, right? Commandlets are PowerShell specific commands. So how do we get this? So how do we get this? We get this by using a command on this particular CLI, which is called as type space get hyphen command. Okay. Commandlets are powerful specific commands. So we can use these commandlets for performing some operations on the Windows machines. Okay. All right. So is it clear till now, everyone? If you have any doubts, please you can raise your hands. I'm here to support you. Any questions? Any questions you have, you can please raise your hands. So I gave some of the good questions, good option to you, but just in case, if you have any more doubts, please let me know so that I can provide you the answers. So hopefully in this session, we have understood about, so what is PowerShell and what is the difference, primary difference between command prompt as well as PowerShell. Okay, any questions on this particular notes? If you have any questions, please let me know so that I can help you out with the answers. If no, if no one has questions, then I'll quickly move on to the topic. And I'd like to say something here. So I got one person who wants to speak. Hello, Funny.
Yeah, hi sir. I have one doubt.
Yes.
You said it's a cross-platform support.
Yeah.
So can I automate the Unix scripts also and they can run it from Windows?
Okay. Yes, that's a good question. And here on the CLI, everything is possible. But yes, if you want to run Unix script on this particular PowerShell, then there might be there must be some of the toolbar or some of the extension which is pre-installed or which has to be installed on the PowerShell. If you're installing it, yes, then it is very much possible. Like we can run Unix as well as Unix on our PowerShell as well.
So you are saying it's a kind of plugin.
Yes, so there are possibilities if Windows supports, because right, Windows is a pre-designed environment. Pre-designed environment. If something has to work on this environment, then there must be some plugin, or then there must be some availability for this Windows to allow PowerShell. But yes, if you want to do something which is in Linux, then that is definitely possible. Unix has some advanced things. Everything might not work in every place, but yes, as per Linux operating system, Windows also can help out to work as Linux operating system.
Okay, thanks. Thank you.
All right, most welcome. Okay, now that we understood some points about our PowerShell, let's quickly jump on to our session. And I would like to repeat this again. The same thing. Okay, all right. The same thing here is these are our social media channels. Please, I request you to follow here. And these are our support mail address and numbers along with the WhatsApp group. Okay, next comes this is our batch information. Batch will be only for 15 days. Among them, the first 2 sessions will be free and rest of the sessions will be paid. Okay, and 2 sessions will be free. From the third session, only people who will register will get this link to understand the subject. Okay, and again, my name is Varun and I'm a trainer. Apart from this, if you want to see the syllabus, of our course, so it's very simple. Let me explain you the syllabus here. That is, you have to go to our website. So where it is logiclabstech.com. So on this particular page, you have something called as upcoming batches. Just click on upcoming batches. And on this page, you can see our batch name, PowerShell batch number 287. This is my name. And here you can simply click on this particular group and join your, simply click on this particular group and join your WhatsApp. Join to our WhatsApp group. And if you want to buy the course, simply click on this buy course. Buy now. And now let me click on this course content and explain you about what all the things will be covered in this course. Okay. So here we have totally designed the course into 5 modules, in which the very first session is about introduction to PowerShell. Then comes PowerShell requirements, then basics of PowerShell, installation, updatation, ISC as well as BSC setup for PowerShell. Next comes about the commands. From here, everything is commands. So getting help commands, finding commands, common commands, and then comes PowerShell language, command syntax, objects and properties, pipelines, command line, commandlets, arrays and variables, loops, functions and conditional statements, retrievers, active directory with PowerShell, how to set up a practical lab for PowerShell, file manipulations, PowerShell, remote sessions, introduction to PowerShell modules. So all these are our concepts in this particular course, which we are going to cover in the upcoming days. Okay. Again, I repeat, if you want to join to our WhatsApp group for any updates, just click on this WhatsApp group and you'll be joining there. If you want to buy the course, you can directly click on this particular course card. Sorry, you can click on the buy now option. Okay, so hope this is clear for everyone. Hope this is clear for everyone. If yes, drop yes in the chat box. I'd like to know from everyone as well. Okay. All right. So I guess there are no more questions. And one of the question I got just now is, so is it beginner level or advanced? Okay. Initially, we are going to learn it as a beginner, and soon we'll jump on to sorry, advanced levels. Okay, Ravi, I'm giving an opportunity to speak. You can unmute yourself and you can speak. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, he's gone. Okay. And the one more question here, is it beginner level or advanced? So initially you'll become intermediate. And yes, another question here says, can we get recorded sessions of previous batches? So that you have to speak to our management, and I recommend you to go through with this batch so that you'll understand with more pure and you'll participate with more ease, so that your subject will be improved a lot. Okay. Yes, you'll get the recorded sessions in your laptop or in your mobile system where okay, into your mobile system where you have to connect with our LMS portal, learning management system portal. Okay, you have to register with us, then you can get all the recording sessions. And this particular recorded session will be placed on YouTube. Okay, so do we have any reserved numbers for PS PowerShell? Okay, so as of now, uh, the numbers are not the same, but yes, PowerShell has some of the port numbers reserved. something like HTTP, which is 80 port, and something like HTTPS, which has another port, which is 443. Okay, something like DHCP, which has got 67, 68, and something like DNS, which has got 53. So port numbers will be available. According to your requirement, you have to handle it in a proper way. Okay, if not, the entire, what we say, the entire transaction or the transfer might be failed. Okay, right. So any more questions, anyone? Why do we use PowerShell if CMD and Linux is already available? Yes, very simple thing. Even if there are, if you're starting a restaurant and your friend is also starting a restaurant, both are in different locations. Okay, so you're selling something and he's selling something. But when you want to visit him, you went to him and you have seen that he's something doing very differently than you. So obviously you'll come and do on the next day. The same thing you're going to try at your location, at your particular location. Similarly, if you want to do the same automative or repetitive task on Windows environment, then you are supposed to use PowerShell. Then you're supposed to use PowerShell. And basically on Linux, on Windows machine, if you're trying to put with Linux machine, then it is going to take huge space. Then it is going to take huge space. You might ask me, what is a huge space? Huge operating system space. Huge operating system space. So to avoid it, what we have to do is we have to install, or we have to connect this PowerShell to working environment inside the company, working environment inside the organization. So that would be the best thing for this particular PowerShell. Okay. And if you want to administer your servers inside your organization, then you have to use PowerShells. You have to use PowerShells. Okay. I hope this is clear. Is this clear, everyone? Kishore, is this clear? Okay. All right. So that's good. And if anyone wants to speak, I can provide you mic access so that you can speak. Okay, so if there are no questions, then we will sign out for today, and we will again join tomorrow at 6 p.m. IST with another topic inside this particular PowerShell. Okay, thank you all. Have a nice day.